Hey there, friends. I am K Moon Chow, and I'm back for another collective weekly carpool. And so we're doing for April 6th all the way until April 12th. We're going to get our carpool. And remember, later on in the video, we're going to get some what's the tea to kind of make sure we dig into the icky things or something that's trying to hide or be negative or dark or, the tea. Okay? All right, so let's see what is our card for this. That is a lot, Spirit. For April 6th all the way to April 12th. Thank you again for joining me. Share this. Ooh, we've had this card before. We're going to pull it again. See what Spirit has for us here. So Spirit's talking about the knot. Spirit is talking about the relationships. For some of you, Spirit is saying the relationship itself here. And so there's some questions here regarding the relationship here that you have. And I don't even want to say possibly have, but that is going on here. For some of you with yourself, or the relationship that you know that you have going on with yourself with other people or another person. We got some clarifiers. Let's see here. Yeah, thief and marriage is on the board. And so, is a commitment being stolen from you right now? Is the time to a commitment in a relation being stolen from you right now? Because what is the saying? Time is of the essence. And so Spirit is saying, you need to acknowledge, how much more time are you going to allow to be taken from you in this? I'm hearing like so-called, I heard partnership for some of you, relationship for some of you. This can cover, this is covering both romantic and business. When I heard partnership, exactly, Spirit was like, okay, we're also talking about business too. And so how much more time, how much more are you going to allow someone to destroy the structure of, something that is just, so you're so thick into it. It's kind of like it has that family energy in a sense, like this runs through your blood in a sense, this connection or this relationship is that serious. Let me say that. And so there's an importance here because the commitment is something Spirit is like, beware if you're trying to make this commitment seem divine or, it was meant to be. Make sure you're not in this place of trickery, trying to force something to be. You're trying to put some type of really deep meaning to it, and in the midst of it, you're giving so much time to it that you might turn around and see the expectation. Like you're looking for the expectations, you're looking for the potential to show up, and that is putting you in a place where time is going. And you might have to sit here and realize, oh boy, like I'm working off of potential, what could be, but what's not happening, what's not showing up, not what I already see or am experiencing. But you're putting future possibilities on something, and there is no assurance it's going to show up with this connection, this partnership in business, this relationship with a lover, or whomever, right? And so Spirit's talking about, don't get caught up in the expectations, because just like this figure here, you'll be sitting and waiting. Like it's kind of like a person waiting for the mail to show up. You're looking for something special to show up in the mail, and you're just sitting there looking out the window, hoping that it'll come any day now. And so that's why Spirit is like, the knot is not even tied in this relationship quite yet. You have put so much importance and meaning on it. You have made it so divine or swear that it is, that is what's like keeping you locked in or keeping you stuck or keeping you stagnant. And so time is ticking and time is going, at least in this realm here for you. And it's just being taken away. And then there's some laughter in the background because I feel like there's some sense of like, are we being kind of naive here? Are we being a little foolish here? And you're not seeing something that maybe others or someone else have peeped out, or even the person that you're in a relationship with or in a partnership with here. You don't want to be fooled. I heard here tricked. Like you don't want to be tricked. And someone is just wasting your time, and this is not going to develop. Stop working off of potential expectations to show up when it might never arrive. It's not there. Those are things that is to come when you like, I see the potential, or, I'm expecting this or that, and it's not showing up. Spirit talks about like what is showing up in the now. What is there now? What do you see now? What is not the potential, but what is now? And this is what Spirit is really trying or wanting to encourage you into seeing. I'm hearing like lock in on, lock in on that. Spirit's saying here, lock in on the truth. Oh, what is the truth that you are experiencing, that you are seeing right now with that partner in business, with that partner in the relationship? That maybe you are romanticizing, and in business, maybe you are running off of like, hope. The sky is the limit. Let's see here. What else can we get? Really quick, maybe we'll add an extra card to this. This is my second shuffle, Spirit. I'll do one more. Yeah, thank you. Yes, a lightning disruption here. And so, Spirit's like, we don't want you to go so far into this where you end up literally like in a storm and you get shot down out the sky, like where your head is at, up in the potential and expectations, distracted up in the sky, just kind of putting yourself in an illusion. Like, and maybe you don't recognize that, when dealing with these areas, in your connection or relationship with this said partner, or person here. Okay. And so Spirit's talking about that. There's conflict that can come. Don't wait for the storm to hit. And then you're just, you're hit, you're struck by lightning in the sense, you're knocked out the sky, you're thrown off course, whatever potential destination you've seen this getting to, or whatever, expectation or achievement that you can see. I know it's there, that you're just living off on here, beware is what I want to say. Beware here. What more can we get for this lightning disruption? Yeah, and so community here is on the board, and so Spirit talks about that here. Beware about who you are grouping or coming together with in love and in relationships, right? In your partnership, in business. Be attentive. Spirit talks about like recognize what level really are you on with this said person or this partner. Pay attention. It's loud and clear right now. Pay attention. All right, friends. All right. That is the collective card pull for the week. Let's get into what's the tea for our last couple of minutes. Oh, that was quick. Ego is on the board here. Hurt ego, or your ego getting in the way of relationship. This is crazy because it's going into the collective carpool message here. And so I feel like Spirit is really pressing on this message for this week of April 6th to April 12th. Don't get big-headed in this thing. Bring yourself down here. Don't be running off the potential, right? Don't be running off the expectations of what could be. Spirit really wants you to look at what is right now in your face that maybe you're ignoring or you're refusing to really give attention to here. Someone thinks it's a joke. Someone's not as serious about it as you are. That partner, that lover, they might not be as game as you are in this connection. And Spirit really talks about not wasting your time, because time we cannot get back, And so 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, some months, some weeks, time is of the essence. It's very precious in this realm. And so this kind of like a warning to like kind of save yourself, pull yourself back and come into the realization. Spirit says come into the real awareness. These are your words for the week. Real awareness. Coming out of the clouds, coming out of the illusions, coming out of the potential and painting the picture of what could be, but pay attention to what is. Don't let your ego get in the way. Save yourself, you guys, okay? Be smart here. Be tuned in here. And until I show up again for our next collective, thank you so much. Share with a friend.